The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Clippers have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation, they must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Denver Nuggets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
2K Sports is proud to present to you Game 5 of this first-round Western Conference matchup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. And the Clippers starting 5. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the 5. And for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1. Taking a look at Denver. They have a chance to end things right here, Greg, on their floor, up 3-1. What's their mindset? You've been here before. What's their mindset coming into this one?
Well, I think this is where they expected to be when the series began, and they had their eyes on a much bigger prize down the road. So the last thing they want to do is drop this one and prolong this thing. I think they will probably have more intensity tonight than we've seen through the first 4 games.
And as you always say, just take care of business.
Yes, sir.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
It's an overlooked part of Kawhi's game, but he does a nice job distributing the ball.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. We'll now go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Coach Adelman. David.
Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him, and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here are the Clippers now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. Dunn kicks to Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Brown's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Here's Leonard. And no good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Brown. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Dunn with it, unguarded by Murray. Dunn passes to Harden. Now here's Brown. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Inside. Here's Zubac. Gordon with the defensive effort. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Jokic finds Gordon. Here's Brown. And Murray now top of the key. Jokic with the screen on Powell. Here's Murray. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. different look for Denver. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Christian Brown. And then for the Clippers, Jones checked in for Norman Powell. Bogdanovich comes in for Chris Dunn. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. Outside, Simmons. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Jones. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And Simmons slams it in.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
Westbrook passes to Jordan. Now Murray. Guarded by Simmons. 6 to shoot. Murray kicks to Watson. Over Jones. And Watson with the basket on the assist by Murray.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Leonard against Porter. Leonard with the ball. Fires for 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've got Peyton Watson. He's out there with Porter. Russell Westbrook out there with Jordan. And it's Strawther in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. The kick out to Porter. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Outside, Simmons. Jones with the screen on Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Watson slams it in.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
Now here's Simmons. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Simmons. The 9-foot shot. And off the front, and in it goes. Simmons got his second bucket.
Well, you've got to like the sight of Simmons knocking down the jump shot. Unless you're the other team, of course. Then you know you're in trouble when he's making jumpers.
Now here's Westbrook. Hasn't made one yet. Denver shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line for Denver, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Amir Coffey. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Ben Simmons. He hits the second from the line.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Off target on the 15-footer.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Bogdanovich looking around. Zubac, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On the Nuggets with some changes, Jokic comes in for Jordan. And it's Peyton Watson in for Michael Porter. James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Nuggets leading by 6. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by Harden. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Pass to Watson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Rocket 6. And he dunks it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the snub.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Harden's shot is off. Denver leading by 6. Pass to Brown. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Jokic, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dunn, and the layup's good off the glass.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Jokic with 4 seconds on the clock, and Jokic slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Los Angeles Clippers.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? Smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
Guys are making me hungry. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Denver leading by 8. So for the Clippers right now, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. Murray, the pass to Brown. Over Harden. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Powell finds Harden. And here is Zubac. Powell with it. Now guarded by Porter. The shot by Powell, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Porter passes to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Latrey nailed from three-point land. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for Denver.
Well, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Kawhi has a subtle and quiet way of consistently keeping the pressure on.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Nuggets leading by 10. Porter with it. Leonard picks him up. Porter dishes to Murray. Back to Porter. Murray finds Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 10. Jokic with the steal. To the inside. Fires it up. That's good from Porter on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 5.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Dunn passes to Harden. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Denver. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Clippers. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Start it.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. Murray outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Leonard finds Harden. Now here's Zubac. To the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Another shot. Porter pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer. He loves throwing it down.
Clippers trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. Jokic on top. Back to Murray. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Bogdanovic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Porter, high post shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Bogdanovic. Harden outside. Count that one.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Brown in at the small forward spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Murray against Dunn. Short. That shot no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pass to Dunn. Jordan with the steal. Westbrook with it. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ben Simmons. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Harden against Murray. Zubac, a screen on Murray. Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Murray outside. Jokic on top. Zubac defending. Here's Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Zubac. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 7. In the corner, Harden pops it up for Zubac. Ball stolen.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Brown. Dunn covering. Zubac against Murray. Here's Jokic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
Leonard inside. Defended by Gordon. And it's Leonard missing. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Murray finds Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. Here's Jokic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic, a low down on the blocks.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. You know, what we were supposed to do, we came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And we continue to keep it rolling, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. But as